Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lena and I am an American Girl adult collector. This is my first official video on my brand new American Girl channel and I am so excited. I began collecting American Girl dolls in February of 2024, so I'm coming up on my 1 year and I thought what a better way than to start a channel. Alright, let's waste no more time and get right on into the video. Here are all of my American Girl dolls and my entire collection as of January 2024. The very first doll in my collection, the one to start everything and the downhill snowball, is Truly Me 27. And in my collection, her name is Lakin. I found on Facebook Marketplace for a great deal. And honestly, she is the true excitement, like I said, that got me back into American Girl. As an adult, I was obsessed with her, still am, but I carried her everywhere with me. And like I said, she is the reason this collection has grown as large as it has. But she really brought back that nostalgia for me. The second doll in my collection is Girl of the Year 2020, Joss Kendrick. My partner actually got Joss for me and surprised me with her, which was such a kind thing for her to do. And Joss means a lot to me because she's hard of hearing and I also am hard of hearing and wear hearing aids. And so that feature alone is something, if I was a child, I would have been ecstatic to have that kind of representation. The third doll in my collection is 2017 Tenny Grant. In my collection, she goes by Taylor for obvious reasons, but I am told quite often that I look like Taylor Swift, which is an honor. And so I feel like I kind of needed Tenny because she does represent me, except the eyes. She does have a little bit of silver eye, super loose limbs, but that's okay with me. I'm really big on secondhand dolls. The fourth girl in my collection is Nanea Mitchell. She was another Facebook Marketplace find for a really good deal. She definitely needs some TLC, and I got Nanea in March of 2024. My fifth doll is Girl of the Year 2016, Leah Clark. I got Leah from another AGIGer, and she is in such a beautiful condition that I think I'm like afraid to touch her because she's so beautiful. So this is what she came in, and I know I should change her, but I'm just so obsessed with this doll and I love looking at her because she's so gorgeous that I've just left her in her meat outfit, but the goal is to change her this year. And I got Leah in March of 2024. The sixth doll in my collection is Girl of the Year 2011, Kanani Akina. I got Kanani in March. I got off of Facebook Marketplace for a steal, but she definitely has some TLC. So, and I will say, of the first kind of original 6, it was really whatever I found locally on Facebook Marketplace and for pretty good deals. And I'm talking like under $40. And I know that that's not for everyone, but for me at the time, it was really important to find dolls that were secondhand because I really wanted to make sure that they fit in my collection and I didn't have a massive budget for dolls. So I had to be very selective on who I brought home. And so because of that, many of my dolls thus far do have, blemishes. So scuff marks and maybe, a painted fingernail or two, drier hair, looser limbs. But I was okay with that, especially in the beginning. As my doll collection grew, I started to buy dolls that were a little bit better condition, kind of for the long run. And there is nothing wrong with buying secondhand dolls or buying new dolls. It's really your preference. For me, I kind of like that I have a mixture of both dolls that are brand new from the American Girl doll store, or they're like Kanani and Nanea, where they definitely need some work. But because of that, it's so special to me to get dolls that I know were very loved before me. The seventh doll in my collection, which was the first doll I've ever purchased from the American Girl store, is Girl of the Year 2022, Corinne Tan, and she was brand new. So that was the first time I ever got to take a doll out of the box, take a hairnet off. So it was very, very exciting. I love everything about Corinne's story. As someone who has a tattoo of mountains around my arm, and then also loves Colorado, grew up skiing in Colorado, and love everything about the colors blue and purple. Corinne's collection screamed to me, like absolutely, in my opinion, one of the best collections for Girl of the Year. I even bought her bedroom set because it was so cool that there was a ski lift in there. Like, my little child nostalgic heart was screaming at Corinne's collection because it is so cool and so close and near to me and how I grew up. Let me see, I am looking at some notes because I can't remember all of this off the top of my head. I got Corinne at the end of March 2024. The next doll in my collection is Girl of the Year 2021, Kira Bailey. I got Kira off of Facebook Marketplace. Kira is kind of similar to my Leah in the sense that I love this doll so much and I love her adventurous side, and so I just haven't taken her out of her meet outfit because I just love her. So a goal for 2025 is to actually take her out of her meet outfit. Funny fact, growing up I actually knew a set of twins named Corinne and Kira, so I thought it was funny that I got them back to back, that they were the Girl of the Years back to back. I just thought that was a funny little ode. The next doll in my collection is Girl of the Year 2017, McKenna Brooks, but in my collection she goes by the name Charlie, which is short for Charlotte. I specifically got McKenna to be my mini-me. I look very similar to McKenna, and so because of that, she is usually my doll I take when I travel. She's my comfort doll. I dress her up a lot, and she really is my like go-to. Sorry everybody else, but she really is me. The next doll in my collection, and the actual 10th doll in my collection, is Truly Me number 90. What's really special about this doll is she actually arrived same day that I got Charlie over there on the right. And so because of that, I made them sisters in my collection because they're both the Josefina mold, blue eyes, and they looked pretty similar. My number 90 is named Indigo, or Indy for short, and she is Charlie's younger sister. The 11th doll in my collection is Truly Me number 128. And in my collection, her name is Ray. What's so special about Ray is she is my partner's mini-me. And so because of that, her and Charlie are my couple. So it's been really fun to get to take her everywhere and dress her like my fiance and like take photo shoots with them. If you want to go follow me on my AG IG, it is AG_untold, and you can see more of Charlie and Ray. And also, really cute fun fact, my fiance bought the American Girl outfit, American Girl of Today outfit that you see Ray wearing right now. She bought that for herself and like didn't tell me she was getting that. And then it like showed up and she said she wanted her doll to like look like her and dress like her. Like, that's so precious, and my heart is exploding that my partner even cares enough to like want to be a part of this journey. And so that's been like really, really cool. Also, one more thing I want to say about Charlie and Ray. I don't know if you can see on Charlie's finger there is a ring. So my fiance actually set up a proposal with my dolls, and then when she proposed to me, showed me this that she set up, which was incredible because she also had to put everything back without me noticing, which I'm always in my doll room, so I would have noticed if she messed up anything, you know. And then she got this little ring, I think she got it off Etsy or something, so that like my mini-me Charlie could wear it. Like, how precious is that? Like, tell me I have the best fiance in the whole world. Like, that is so precious. Let me see if I can show you. That is so stinking cute. Like, that was the most genuine thing anyone could have ever done for me. The next icon in my collection, introducing probably my favorite doll in the whole room. Don't tell everyone else, but it is Addie Walker. And she is Pleasant Company. Oh, she is so special to me. She really means so much to me in my collection. And I actually thrifted Addie for $3.50. You know, I about screamed and ran towards my partner, and she's like, what? And I said, look who I found. And my partner has been so supportive and actually surprised me with Addie's original Pleasant Company meat dress. But I just changed that out because for Christmas I got Addie's birthday dress, Pleasant Company as well. So my partner surprised me with all of that because she knows how much I love Addie, and so having her in my collection feels like I won the lottery, seriously. She's one of my favorite dolls of all time, and she's just so precious. She definitely needs her hair fixed though, so if you have any tips, please leave them below because I want to give her all the love she deserves. The next dolls in my collection, I am including the Wellie Wishers in this. My 13th doll was Kendall. As you can tell, she's in rough shape. Originally her hair looked terrible, so I tried really hard to fix it. Tons of scuff marks. Her fingers kind of are like shaved down. I don't know if they were like chewed on. And as you can tell, that outfit does not fit her. But that is okay with me. I love to thrift, so for me it's worth the joy of bringing a secondhand doll, knowing it was well loved, into my collection, doing my best to fix it up, and down the road if I do want to, you know, find another one, then we'll talk about it. But honestly, she's so cute, that face, that like it didn't even matter. I like could not leave her there. She was only $4.99. The most special thing is I found her when I found Addie, and so it's just so exciting. I also do not have like any Wellie clothes, like sized clothes. I know that there are other off brands, and my goal in 2025 is to find a couple more, but I'm just someone where I like to find them in the wild. I really don't want to have to like order them online. I may cave in 2025, we'll see, but that is why my poor Wellies look pretty interesting, we can say, or original. But that's okay. Number 14 is Camille, who's on the right. I got her off of Facebook Marketplace. Again, like used condition, was definitely a little girl's Camille, and that is fine with me. She's cute nonetheless. Number 15 was Emerson, another Wellie Wisher. I got her as well from a thrift store for $4.99. You guessed it, but she is in rough shape. So I'm actually not even going to put her on the screen because she needs some serious TLC. I did manage to at least get to braid her hair because it was a disaster when I got it home. So she's just gonna need some good old love and good old time. The next doll in my collection is Truly Me, number 23, and I named her Bailey. She was again thrifted, and I got her for $4.99. So of course I swooped her up. Hair was pretty bad when I got it, but I managed to get it in a pretty good braid with a little bow, and it'll probably stay that way. Next girl in my collection is Molly McIntyre. I got Molly off of Facebook Marketplace for a steal of a deal. So she is Pleasant Company, and she came with her school bag and a couple other accessories. She did need some fixing up for her hair, so I did actually French braid her hair back. I know her braids typically go in the front, but I just needed to tame the hair for now, so I did French braid it in the back. She also came with the necklace that you see on her. I know that that's not her like original necklace or anything, but something I love about getting secondhand dolls is all of like the little stories that come with them, and so part of that is these additions that maybe, you know, younger girls added to their dolls that was so special to them, and so I usually will leave them as part of the dolls unless it really doesn't fit. The 18th doll in my collection is World by Us, Maritza Ochoa. Maritza off of Mercari, and I will be completely honest, this is the most that I have ever spent on a doll. I remember seeing her and just thinking, holy cow, that doll is one of the most gorgeous dolls I've ever seen. Like, I need to have her. She is a holy grail doll. When I started collecting, you know, by that point she was already pretty pricey on the secondhand market, and you couldn't really get her anywhere else, and so I knew she was going to cost quite a bit, but I was okay with that. She came full meat in box, great condition, and I got her at the end of July 2024. I do really look at her as one of my like more like collector dolls in my collection. I mean, I know she's not technically, but she is one that is on a stand, and she is up next to my other collector doll because I just value her so much, and I'm so like happy and honored and giddy every time I think about the fact that she's in my collection. The next girl in my collection is the Wellie Wisher Ashlyn. I got her off of Facebook Marketplace, definitely played with, was definitely a little girl's. She's one of my favorites because I often make her the daughter of Charlie and Ray, of that storyline. Do not be alarmed by my next doll, but my 20th doll is actually a CYO that I found at a thrift store. I couldn't even believe it. She is a create your own Sonali mold, and I got her for $6.99. Right, a create your own for $6.99. I, again, screamed out loud and ran to my partner when, look at who I found. So in my collection, her name will be Sasha. However, she is going to the doll hospital. She, as I'm sure you can tell by her beautiful hair, unfortunately, was quite mangled when I got it, and I realized that they had put oil in it and the oil was starting to seep down. So that is why you see paper towels and her hair up above her head like that. It was in attempts to try to save her beautiful face because her hair had so much oil in it, and I noticed it actually stained her body as well. So she will be going in for a full replacement, but it's totally worth it to me because she is so beautiful, and I know when she comes back with those beautiful curls, she's gonna easily become one of my favorites. The next doll in my collection is the Collector series doll, the FAO Schwarz Toy Soldier doll. She was another one of my holy grail dolls, and I actually found her locally on Facebook Marketplace for a steal. She did not come with her outfit, but that was okay with me because honestly, I really just wanted the doll, and the person who gave her to me was so wonderful to actually give me her box and her number and everything, which I thought was very sweet. She was just displayed, and so in my collection, I have put her in pieces that I feel suit her personality, that give a tribute to the toy soldier outfit, but not completely. So she is wearing the UK travel outfit, mix and matched with some pearls and a little undershirt. I have not named her yet. I think I just forgot to name her, so look forward for that in 2025. And she is number 123, which I think is so special that she's that low. I know it doesn't actually matter, but I just think that's really cool. The next doll in my collection is the Wellie Wisher Willa. She was thrifted for $2.49. Because of that though, her hair came quite messy, and as you can see, I still need to take some time to fix it up. She came with no clothing, so I think you're kind of sensing a theme here. All of my Wellie Wishers I pretty much thrifted for under $5, which is incredible. So I knew they were going to come in various conditions, and I was okay with that because I told myself I wasn't going to collect the Wellie Wishers unless I found them thrifting or for, you know, locally for like really good deals. I actually have all of them except for the boy. Caveat is I have to fix them all up. So that is on my 2025 goals or to-do list. My next doll is Girl of the Year 2005, Marisol Luna. Marisol is really, really special to me. Marisol is the first doll that I can remember as a young girl getting the catalog in the mail. I want this doll so bad. As an adult, I knew I needed her in my collection. My partner knew that she was like one of my grail Girl of the Year dolls, and I actually found her locally for a steal of a deal. Now she's from 2005, she's 20 years old, and so because of that, loose limbs, dry hair, you know, I know the Josefina eyes can kind of be wonky, so I knew that was coming into it, but I did not care. I was so excited to get Marisol, and in my collection she's kind of like a tomboy how I was when I was younger, and so she holds a very special place in my heart. My next doll in my collection is Girl of the Year 2007, Nikki Fleming. I got her off of Mercari in November of 2024. He was another one of those very nostalgic dolls for me. Similar to Corinne that I talked about earlier, you know, Nikki being a skier in Colorado, also being a horse girl, the dirty blonde hair, blue eyes, literally screams my childhood. I look just like her. I skied a lot growing up out west in Colorado, Utah, and I also was a huge horse girl. I rode horses. I actually showed horses at one point, and so everything about Nikki really captured my attention as a kid, and I remember she was another doll that I begged and begged my parents for because she was so similar to me, and I of course never got. But as an adult, she was a priority in my collection. She definitely doesn't have the best hair. I definitely could have waited to get another one, but I was so impatient because I was so excited, and I did get her for a steal. So I would not be opposed to having another Nikki in my collection at some point, but I love having her. And for Christmas, my fiance surprised me with her entire ski outfit. Again, my fiance deserves like a million, you know, gold stars, because she goes out of her way to find this stuff for me without me even knowing, and then surprises it with me knowing I'm gonna be like in love. And that was so sweet of her to do. So the next doll in my collection I got from the American Girl store. This is the second doll that I've gotten from the website, and this is Girl of the Year 2023, Covey Sharma. In my collection, she goes by Covey, or actually Elfie. And it's funny that Wicked is going around right now, because I have been a massive Wicked fan, like on Broadway, since I was a young adolescent, and I have seen it a total of 4 or 5 times, and have been super obsessed with everything to do with Wicked. And then the movie came out, which is why I thought it was so funny. I got Covey before the movie came out, and knew I wanted to give her an ode to Elphaba, and so that is where the Elfie comes in. Okay, I'm bringing 2 for 1 for this next one, because my 26th and 27th dolls are historical 90s. One of the twins, Nikki Hoffman, and then Truly Me 122. These dolls I got for my birthday this past December. I turned 30 years old, so a new decade, and I thought it wouldn't be more fitting than to get the 1990s and Nikki Hoffman. I grew up in the 90s, and so I really feel like her everything collection doll really resonates with me. And then I just couldn't help keep looking at Truly Me 122 because she's just so cute. I'm not really a fringe or bangs person, which you may be able to tell with some of my dolls. It's nothing personal, it's just not really my favorite style, unless I find one that I'm like, yes, I'm obsessed with this doll. And she was one of them. Everything about her I just love. In my collection, because I got them at the same time, Nikki actually goes by the name Bennett, and Benny for short, and that is an ode to a nickname of my own. And Truly Me 122 goes by the name Shiloh, and in my doll collection they are sisters. So Bennett, or Benny, is the older sister. She's in college. And Shiloh is her younger sister, and she is still in high school. Benny is actually hard of hearing and wears a hearing aid. It's very similar to myself. I think I mentioned that earlier. And their younger cousin is Joss. The next doll in my collection that I got this year is the Be Forever Josefina Montoya. I got her off Facebook Marketplace for a steal. She's in fair condition. Hair's a little dry, but really just needs some good TLC. And last but certainly not least, my last doll is Girl of the Year 2019, Blair Wilson. So I got her just a couple days ago. She's a doll that I had really wanted in my collection. I was really looking for her for a while, but I told myself I would not get another doll unless it was a good price, and I really wanted that doll. That leaves me of a total, if we're including the Wellie Wishers, of 29 dolls, which is crazy because if you think about it, it was about 27 back in 2024. So don't worry, I did tell myself I'm going to slow down just a little bit in 2025 because I have been collecting a little under a year now, but I have loved every second of this. I've loved the doll community, and my main store is the DC store, so if you're ever local and you want to meet up, let me know. But I've really loved this, and this is my first video for 2025 to introduce my doll channel. So if you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you know when I post new videos, and go follow me on my AG Instagram. That is AG_untold. I do post a lot over there, and I'm really hopeful to be posting videos of everything I love about my dolls, my doll room, dressing my dolls, and sharing some of my untold stories with everybody. So I would love if you followed along, and if you made it to the end of this video, you're a real champion and I appreciate you. And I'm excited for what this journey has to offer. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!